Hello everyone, this is my next lecture on group theory, lecture 5. In the previous lecture, I have discussed properties of group, and the first property of group is uniqueness of identity. Now come to the second property of group, that is uniqueness of inverse. The theorem is to show that inverse of each element in a group, if exists, is unique. Come to the proof. Let GO be a group and let E be the identity of G. Let small a be any element of G and let small b be the inverse of A in G. Then by the properties of group, by the definition of group, if inverse of an element A exists, then we have A operation B is equal to the identity element E, and this equal to B operation A. Give it as equation 1. Now to show that inverse of an element in G is unique, let us suppose, if possible, there is another inverse, say small c of A in G. So we have A operation C is equal to identity element E is equal to C operation A. Give it as equation 2. Now post multiplying means post operating. Post means बाद में. We have to operate C in equation 1 post operating. So equation 1 is A operation B is equal to E is equal to B operation A. If we post operating C, then we will get like this, in bracket A operation B operation C. C is operating at last is equal to E operation C is equal to in bracket B operation A operation C. So we know that E is the identity element, so E operation C is equal to C. So we will finally get A operation B operation C is equal to C is equal to B operation A operation C. Give it as equation 3. Now pre-multiplying. Pre means pehle. So pre-multiplying equation 2 by B we have. So this is our equation 2. If we pre-multiply it by B, we will get an equation like this. B operation in bracket A operation C is equal to B operation E is equal to B operation C operation A. Again B operation E becomes B. So we will get B operation A operation C is equal to B is equal to B operation C operation A. Give it as equation 4. Now if we analyze equation 3 and 4, then we will see that this term B operation A operation C and this term, not this, this term, B operation bracket A operation C. These two follows associative law. Just the bracket is changed. Order of the element B, A, C remains the same. So, and by definition of group, associative law holds. So, by associative law we have B operation A in bracket operation C is equal to B operation in bracket A operation C. So give it as equation 5. So now from equations 3, 4 and 5 we have B is equal to C. Hence inverse of each element in a group is unique. Now come to the next property, third property. In a group, A inverse whole inverse is equal to A. We have to prove this. So let GO be a group and let E be the identity of G. Let A be the element, any element of G, and let A inverse be the inverse of A in G. In the question we have to use A inverse. So in place of B we will take A inverse. So let A inverse be the inverse of A in G. Then we have A operation A inverse is equal to identity E is equal to A inverse operation A. For all A belongs to G, give it as equation 1. Now taking the first equation only, A operation A inverse is equal to E. Now we will post multiply this equation by A inverse whole inverse. We will get A operation A inverse operation A inverse whole inverse is equal to E operation A inverse whole inverse. Now using associative law in this part, we will get A operation in bracket A inverse operation A inverse whole inverse is equal to A inverse whole inverse, as E is the identity element. So E operation A inverse whole inverse becomes A inverse whole inverse. Now just understand this part clearly. If we take A inverse is equal to B, A inverse is equal to B, so this bracket becomes B operation B inverse, and using equation 1, if B inverse is the inverse of B in G, then B operation B inverse is equal to identity E. Identity E. So A inverse operation A inverse whole inverse becomes identity E. So we will left with A operation E in the left hand side, and in the right hand side we will get A inverse whole inverse. Again E is the identity element, so we will left with A is equal to A inverse whole inverse, proved. So in the next lecture I will discuss property 4 and property 5. There are 6 properties in group. So thank you.